Of y'all? Law, speech, and knowledge. Back at it with another lesson. Before I start my lesson, I would like to send out the peace and positive energy vibrations onto the goddesses and the gods that's here on this realm. Peace and positive energy onto the human beings. Uh, and also peace and positive energy onto the to the ancestors. Most importantly, because if it weren't for the ancestors, none of this would be possible. Uh, I would also like to send peace and positive energy onto the planet, uh, into the souls that are lost and unaware of who they are right now. I would like to send peace and positive energy onto you right now, and I hope you wake up. Cause it's a lot of shit going on around the world, so I really want you to wake up and see who you are, or know who you are. So, peace to you as well. Um, but tonight I'm gonna be talking a little bit about teachers. And no, I'm not gonna be talking about spiritual teachers. I don't do that. I don't come at other people. I'm talking about school teachers. I'm talking about teachers. I'm talking about teachers in school. Now, I've talked about it. Other intellects have talked about it. We know that the educational system is not righteous. The educational system is very corrupted. Is very false. You know, uh, we know the only way you even become oppressed in the system is through the educational system. The educational system is what trains you into becoming oppressed, because they are the ones that feed you this bullshit education, telling you need to know about these presidents that was hurting your ancestors. You need to know about these holidays and shit that don't exist, right? That was created by your oppressors, right? And a lot of other beings that they don't ever mention to you. So the educational system is what trains you into being a oppressed being that the way you are now. The educational system is the main factor. That's the first wave, right? That's the first wave. And then you got other waves after that, right? But here's the thing, though. It's mainly the teachers that make you that way, right? Because we know, I mean, if you have been sleeping under a fucking rock, you know that the teachers is not teaching you some shit that you should be taught. Well, I'm here to tell you, and others like others have told you, it's a certain state of knowledge that you should be being taught. Couple centuries ago, years ain't real, but a couple centuries ago, black people, people that look like me, we were the ones that taught the white folk the shit they know. We was the ones that taught them a lot of shit. They talk about the Moors and all that old shit. We was the ones that taught them certain shit. Right? Taught them certain science and all that shit. And then later on down the line, these motherfuckers is teaching the kids the lower density and the lower form of knowledge, right? So they have eliminated the real teachings, and they giving you the bullshit. They giving you the generic version or the $5 version. Basically, that's what they're giving you. You should be being taught the shit that I be telling you about, or the other intellects on the YouTube platform be telling you about more on melanin and dark matter energy, and telling you about the cosmos and how you are a cosmic being. That's what you really should be being taught. But the reason why they're not going to teach you that is because they don't want to awaken you. They don't want you to awaken to who you are. Because once you awaken to who you are, you won't need to go to them anymore, and they want you to go to them. All right, they know who you are. They know your power. Like I've always said, they know your power, but they got to keep you powerless. Because if you know your power, right, you know your power, and then you do research and do backgrounds and do some shit to find out how the planet is the way it is now and what they have done to you, then you gonna attack them like wait, and they don't want that. They don't want that shit to happen. So this is why they have to teach you the bullshit that they teach you. I don't go for who you is. If you a parent watching this, your kid ain't gonna. If your kid black got caught, your kid ain't gonna learn shit in that school. They ain't gonna learn shit. They're not gonna tell your kid some real shit, right? Because you can't get a kid to listen if you're not entertaining the kid. You know, you gotta teach the kids, but also in a way teach them in a way to where they will feel comfortable being taught. Make a little joke, you know, and then some of them do that, but give them a real shit, but make a joke. You know what I mean? Like make it comfortable for the kid that want to be taught. A kid not gonna listen because they know they ain't being taught no real shit. That's why these little babies don't listen. I wouldn't listen. Right? And I'm gonna get in a little bit to my story with the whole educational system, but you know, these babies ain't gonna listen because they know they're not being taught nothing real. Now, you have to also know that a lot of these teachers are what you would call the secret society, the what you would call the Illuminati or Freemason. Yeah, a lot of these teachers are Freemasons. Now, if you know anything about Freemasonry, they would consider it a cult, or some would say it's a brotherhood, right? They are basically an organization because certain people would think they're a religion. They're not a religion. They're an organization, basically. And what these Freemasons are about, they're all about enlightenment, right? They're all about enlightenment. And their enlightenment is very divine and is very highly advanced, right? So, like what I'm saying, like they teaching, like the kids in these schools is being taught the lowest vibratory information, right? But then you got the Masons that's all grown adults, they being taught the highest vibratory state of information, right? The highest. They being taught esoteric information, hermeticism, Gnosticism, the Kabbalah, which is down there, all the same shit if you really understand it. Right? They teaching these motherfuckers in the Freemason organization, a lot of highly advanced shit. That's why oh yeah, you join our shit, you're gonna get a lot of enlightenment. Ooh. Why the fuck is they teaching these grown adults this shit, but they not teaching the kids about this shit? Oh well, they wouldn't get it. Well, the more you teach them, the more they gonna fucking learn. I don't give a fuck. It ain't no excuses. The more you teach these babies, the more they gonna learn about it. Why the fuck ain't you teaching these kids about it? Because a lot of these little kids you call kids, they created that shit. Esoteric knowledge, hermeticism, Gnosticism, all alchemy, all the science you can think of, we created that shit. It's all our ancient teachings. The whole, like I'll be explaining as above so below, that's all our shit. That's why I know it, because it's our shit, right? So they know that a lot of these kids that's in these schools, a lot of them are real souls and spirits, right? You know, because we got a lot of old souls that's back here on the rim. I myself is an old soul, right? I came back as an old soul, right? So we got a lot of old souls that's in these schools now, and they know that these old souls, if they get a whiff of their shit, they gonna fuck around and remember again. Then at a young age, start, oh yeah, ooh, it's a wrap. Because if you fuck around, you 9, 10 years old, knowing about knowing about esoteric knowledge, that's fucking crazy. And they I was like, damn, how the fuck? But they already, like I said, they already really know who you is though, right? Because then you got certain motherfuckers that be teaching in these schools, and half of them be extraterrestrial beings, and you don't even know. That's why I say that's why some of them they really know you. They know who you are cosmically. Right, so you got versions of some in there are Freemasons, right? They're placed in there to keep you asleep and keep you not from really getting the real information you should know. That's why they teach you the bullshit that they teach you at these schools. I already told you numbers we you shouldn't even count because counting is illiterate. Like I said, we had to dumb down education for the human beings, the Neanderthal, so they can be able to understand life on an educational preference. Because right, we say education is important. Yeah, that's what we all about. We all about knowledge and enlightenment. But we had to lower our shit for them motherfuckers, so they can understand. So this is why we have the whole subject of counting. But counting is illiterate. We shouldn't have had to fucking do that, but we had to where now motherfuckers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You shouldn't even count after 9. 9 is the number of completion. 9 is the cosmos. Everything in the cosmos is completion. You don't count. You don't count after that, right? You don't count after that. It's 9, then it's a wrap. But then you doing 10, 11, 12. It's illiterate. That's what I said. So they giving you the low vibratory state of information. When you got motherfuckers that's behind the scenes that's getting all of this enlightenment. Nigga, Jay-Z know more than these little kids know. He know a lot of shit about the cause I think he a Freemason as well. So he know a lot about this shit. Right? He know a lot about it. So a lot of these teachers, they be in with that shit. They be Freemasons. And they not gonna never tell these little babies about themselves, about the information of who they are. They're not about to tell these kids that. They're not gonna do that. If they fuck around and do this, something may happen to them. Because with the Masons, everything is secret. You can't say anything outside of what they tell you not to say. It's a secret organization. So if you come out saying some shit that they be teaching, nigga, something may happen to you. Right? So that's another reason why they're not gonna tell you anything in these schools. Right? We be wondering why these little kids grow up and or they don't be listening, or they grow up and they don't know shit because they wasn't taught nothing. They wasn't taught anything. All you are taught to do as a human being is take your ass to school, graduate, and get a fucking funky ass job. That's all you are trained and taught to do. That's the American dream. That's the real American dream. It ain't to be rich, it's to be a fucking slave. They know that these babies, these little kids, like it bothers me because I care about the kids. I care about the babies. They know that these babies is real powerful souls, right? They know that, but they have to get their minds and eradicate it early so they can grow up and be like other motherfuckers, fucked up and lost in the system. And it's the teachers that's doing that. That's why I just made a video last night talking about altering, right? Not with an E, with an A, altar, like ancestor altar. Explaining how we are the altar that they pray to and they give offerings to, right? So in a sense, they give out bad information and we take it. And what the fuck we do? We make ourselves available to be casted in again, by society, doing what the fuck they tell us to do, get a job or hurt you, do any other thing, man. This is what they do to us. This is what they do. These teachers are not here to teach you shit. It's way deeper than you think with the teachers. You talk about the elites, nigga, the bad people, the oppressors. Your teachers is the oppressors. Now some may be cool, but some of them, a lot of them on that bullshit. You go to their crib, you gonna see nothing but esoteric books, alchemy book, all type of shit. You like that? Why the fuck you ain't teaching the kids that? Like what the fuck? Right? Why aren't they? Because they not supposed to. You got to understand that our real teachings have been hidden, right? Like they say, a lot of our teachings is hidden under the Vatican. It's a lot of different teachings hidden damn near all over the realm. They got a lot of our shit hidden. A lot of motherfuckers is not exposing all our teachings because they don't want it to get out. That's why when we be coming out talking about the shit that they keep here, they be like, "Oh fuck, they know that thing." All right, because they goofy ass forgot who we are. All that shit is within us. All we gotta do is just tap in and remember again, nigga. We don't even really have to see it. We just remember it naturally because we created it. Knowledge is manifested in you. You don't have to seek it in other things. It's already in you. Right? So these teachers, these are basically just characters that are here just to keep you sleep, keep you in the illusion. They're here to keep you sleep. I remember when I was in school, because I never went to college. I never fucking went to high school. I have a half of a sixth grade education, like a half. Just just a half. I didn't even really finish all that shit. So it's like, I got a half of it. A half bit of that education of it. Now, me in school, I struggled. The reason why I struggled so much is because I couldn't understand the shit I was being taught. And the reason why I couldn't understand the shit I was being taught because it didn't represent me. That's why I couldn't understand the shit I was being taught. And it was being forced down my throat. And I'm not making it up. It was being forced onto me and I just couldn't get, my soul was just denying it. And I was trying to, in the physical form, I was trying to gravitate towards it, but it's like my soul was like, hell no, that ain't us. Excuse me. My soul was like, that ain't us. So I couldn't gravitate towards the teachings, right? Abraham Lincoln, okay, ooh, who's the first president? Ooh, all that, like, all right, but nothing sparked something in me to make me be like, damn, ooh, let me nothing sparked. Right? The same shit with the counting. Like, math was my favorite subject, but I wasn't really the best counter, right? Now, I could count, but I wasn't the best counter, though. But it was always something about numbers that I had a attachment to, but I just couldn't put a finger on it. Now I know why, because I understand that numbers are the key to the universe. Numbers are universal laws. They're universal keys. You have to understand that. You have to know about numbers. Letters are as well. You have to understand letters. Right? Everything has a cosmic significance to it. So, I just really couldn't get it. I couldn't really get that school shit. And they tried to say that I was dumb. That's basically what the school was trying. They was trying to give me what they call the helmet. When you kind of illiterate, when you AKA dumb the motherfucker, they try to get the helmet. They tried to give me the helmet. My father had told me this last year. They tried to give me the helmet. They thought I was illiterate. And hell, after a while, I started to believe I was illiterate. After a while, because I'm like, why the fuck can't I understand this shit? All the other kids get it. Why the fuck can't I get it? But I had to realize and understand the reason why you can't understand it is because it's nothing to understand. It's nothing for you to understand because it doesn't mean anything. Right? A lot of you youngers in school right now, you probably can't understand what they teach you because your soul is just too strong. Your soul too powerful. Your soul is not allowing you to get their teachings. That's why you can't figure this shit out. This is the time you need to be tapping into yourself. Now, I ain't trying to be a bad role model to, but fuck the school shit. You gotta tap into yourself. Cause they're not gonna tell you anything that you need to know. Right? But yes, the you can't understand their shit because it's nothing to understand. Your soul knows what you really should know. Your soul is everything. The soul is who you are. You're not fuck the body. The body is just connected to the planet on a physical form. Right? This is just the physical structure of you, but your soul is who you really are. That's your real reflection. That's who you really are. Right? So your soul knows the true knowledge, the true meaning of who we are in the planet. So you not connecting with your soul, it's making you very uncomfortable because now you being taught this bullshit that you can't really receive. You like, man, what the fuck? Am I fucking illiterate? No, you're not illiterate. It's nothing wrong with you. I'm here to tell you that it was never nothing wrong with you. It's something wrong with their teachings. Ain't no such thing as being dumb. That's not real. That's some shit they made up. You're not dumb. You just can't get their bullshit. Right? I was actually kicked out of school. Yes. As a kid, I was kicked out. Don't know why. They made up a bullshit. It was because I got into a fight. I got into like a fight with this little white kid. We was kicking each other. I kicked the shit out of him. And he kicked me. You feel me? So we was, kicking the shit out of each other. But that had happened months ago. But then summer come around, they come with some bullshit. They tried to put my father in it because my father used to work at the school that I was going to. So they tried to piss some bullshit on him and say he was doing some shit at the school, which was some bullshit that they was making up. And they fucked around and kicked me out. I'll never forget, it was a Saturday. That was my last day in regular school, because after that I ended up doing homeschool. My last day was a Saturday. They didn't say nothing when I left that day after I was done. They gonna call like, oh yeah, that was his last day. Well, I'm like, damn, that shit had me fucked up because I used to like school. I used to like learning some shit. I had friends and shit. I'm like, damn, that shit fucked up. So it left me like, what the fuck? But then now, as I gain the information and the knowing of who I am now, I'm like, oh, I know why they kicked me out. Because them motherfuckers knew who I was. It ain't the fact it's like, oh, this nigga dumb as motherfucker. This nigga, he can't receive our shit because this nigga knows something else. This little nigga knows something. That's what the fuck it was. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it now because I basically, the shit I'm doing now, I taught myself. I remember all the shit. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, them motherfuckers kicked me out because they couldn't do shit with me. They couldn't. Every day they was fucking with me. Had tutors and shit trying to teach me some shit while I'm already in class trying to, like I'm done mother like what you doing? And I still wasn't getting they shit. So they couldn't do nothing with me. They like, nah, this little young nigga, this nigga knows something different. All the other kids in my class, they getting this shit, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't understand what the fuck they was teaching me. I couldn't get it. I really like, I'm being as honest as I possibly can be. I'm keeping it straight real with you. I couldn't get it. And if I was to try to do that shit, I still wouldn't get it now. I get our shit, but I wouldn't get their shit. Cause then if I go back and look at their shit now, I'ma be putting our shit on top of that, and and figuring out the difference. Like, okay, I see. You know what I mean? I don't I don't get they shit. But now I know. But now I know the reason to it. So you you now you now have to understand self. You know, when we teach you about you being your own teacher, you being your own master and all that, we're keeping it real with you. You are your own teacher. Can't nobody teach you something that you already know. Right? And the things you know, they may not be aware of. Right? You already know of some shit they trying to teach you. Or they may not know the shit that you know. Because trust me, if you a 13-year-old kid and you in class and you talking about as above so below, we'll talk about some shit, they gonna look at you like, how the fuck you know that? They gonna look at you like, how you know that? How the fuck you know that? What are you talking about right now? Then they gonna want you to explain how you know. You feel me? Because they always wanna get a fact check out of you. Cause when you talking about some real shit, they want to know the fact of how you even know what you know. Cause they don't want you to know the real. That's how this shit is. That's what I said. Their main job is to keep you sleep to who you really are. Right? Because our real schools was like Timbuktu and all that. That was our real schools. Right? Or cosmically, we had our own schools where we were teaching each other certain things. That's the shit that you really should be learning. But they're not gonna do that. Because they don't want you to come in contact to that real truth. They don't want that. So that's why these kids are not aware of anything because they're not being taught anything. And then you see now, I mean, look at how the world is now. A lot of these motherfucking teachers ain't shit anyway. Teachers be out here fucking with the kids and shit. All type of bull. Like, what the fuck going on? Yo ass a grown ass 4-year-old woman fucking with a 15-year-old boy. What the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck? That should already let you know it's some bullshit with the whole school shit. But motherfuckers are still sending their kids there to be taught by these motherfucking random motherfucking people. Right? Cause it make it so fucked up because our people don't know shit about themselves. You feel me? So they ain't about to take their kid out of school because they don't know what the fuck to teach them. If I'm oppressed, how the fuck am I gonna teach somebody else something if I'm already oppressed and don't know shit about myself? I can't teach nobody shit. So this is why your motherfucking parents send your ass to school because they don't know what to teach you. They don't know shit. This is why now so much information is coming out about who we are. People like, man, how the fuck these niggas know what the fuck? Motherfuckers think we weird. It ain't weird though. The shit that we talk about, it was never weird in the first place. It's the original shit. It's the real shit. But motherfuckers is hearing it and they can't just understand it. They soul ain't really, 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 really on that type of time to even understand what the fuck we telling them. Right? Because I be posting shit about alchemy and all that shit as above so below on my Twitter, and I be getting views. But I be like, probably only 10 motherfuckers really get what the fuck I'm posting. Right? Because I get a lot of views on the shit I put up, but I be like, nah, probably only 10 motherfuckers get it. Probably only one motherfucker get it. I know all these motherfuckers that's viewing my shit, commenting, liking my shit, know about it. I know they don't know about it. Right? Because the shit has been hidden from us for so long. It's been hidden for so long, so I don't expect everybody else to know. That's why I have to get on here sometimes and teach motherfuckers, because I know a lot of motherfuckers don't know about this shit. So I be having to get on here. You have to realize that you are your own teacher. Excuse me. You are your own teacher. You have to teach yourself. We are just here to remind you of the teachings that's inside of you. You have messages all over your body. Messages. Right? I said it before. What was it? The story of Nephilim? 144,000 chosen people of God. I don't read the Bible like that, but I think it was 144,000 chosen people of God, right? And then they say we have 144 chakras in us, right? So you can say those 144 chakras in you are the teachings of God. If you equal that into the the Nephilim and all that, and the chosen people of God, you could say that the 144 chakras in you are messages of God, all inside of you. All inside of you, though. You have to unlock them. You know all the motherfucking, you know all the information. You know it. You know everything there is to know. This is why when you come out, like I said, that's why I said, when you come out the gate and you be knowing about this shit, like, how the fuck these niggas know that? These ignorant niggas know this shit. Right? Your family, they gonna be like, how the fuck you know about that? Because they don't even know about that. Because it's been hidden. This shit been inside of you the whole time. Right? And then you gotta, and then it get deeper. Because you gotta understand, certain family you got ain't even your real family. I told you about that as well. You have a physical family, then you have your cosmic family. I'm aware of my cosmic family. I'm aware of. Right? Not all, but I'm aware of the, I'm aware of the main. I ain't gonna say nothing on it, but I'm aware of it. So you got your physical family that's here on the physical. This is the family that you incarnated into to do your spiritual work. So this is when you come into a whole new type of lifestyle, whole new type of cousins, kinfolk, whole new type of time. You a real life soul and spirit. You a real life informator, right? So as you come in to this type of time in the physical, certain family members around you, some of them you don't know could be agents, to where they working for the motherfuckers that probably know who you are. If we come into the knowing of, extraterrestrial beings, certain reptilians and all that, because not everybody here is like you. Certain people here are extraterrestrial beings that know exactly who you are. Most of them is in your medical field. You feel me? It's real shit. It's real facts. So your family, certain family you in, could be working with the feds, right? And then they could be connected to the what I just said, the oppressors, the elites, the extraterrestrial beings that know who you are. So they could see you coming in, know who you are from the information they was told by a certain being, and they all the way from the jump trying to get you lost in the shit completely. Oh yeah, woo. Trying to get you lost like a motherfucker, trying to get you eradicated with all this bullshit because they know who the fuck you is. This is real shit. Right? But then, even through all the eradication they tried to pitch you through, you still broke out that shit like I did. You still broke out that shit. Then you remember who you is. Now they looking at you crazy, like treating your ass weird because now you know who you is. Right? You gotta understand a lot of people play a role in this shit to why you were oppressed and why you don't know who the fuck you are. A lot of people play the role. A lot of your family, maybe your mom, maybe your dad, maybe your uncle, auntie. A lot of people play the role. Your dad could be an agent. Your mom could be an agent. You just never know. And that's just, sadly, that's just the family you incarnated into. Took you through the whole cycle on the physical realm, and you was never able to figure out certain shit that they was trying to tell you because it wasn't meant for you to understand. But then now you came to a knowing of what you need to know and what you need to be doing and teaching and all that old shit. So now they treat you funny. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. And that's the same shit that happened to me. I had to basically distance myself away from society so I could remember who I was again. And it wasn't easy, it was very tough. But I had to do that for my very own good. Now that I know about myself, now this is when I can go out into society and do my shit. But then it makes it more uncomfortable to go back into society because I know so much about it. Right? See, you don't get uncomfortable not knowing shit in society. You get uncomfortable knowing shit. The more you know, the more uncomfortable you're going to be down here. Right? So they have tried to make you comfortable. But even when they tried to make you comfortable, you were still uncomfortable in a way. So this one day you found out some information and now you are completely uncomfortable because you know it's nothing to be comfortable about and you know a lot of shit around you is not right. Right? So these teachers that they place that they place around you, they teaching you some shit that's not right. They trying to make you comfortable with the bullshit down here, but it's nothing to be comfortable about. You feel me? This is just how it is. They have done nothing to the educational system. They have not upgraded anything to where they're teaching kids anything. They're not doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing with these babies, man. They're not doing nothing with these kids. They ain't teaching these kids nothing. I've seen, this is no bullshit. I have seen interviews of Harvard students. Yes, Harvard. Harvard is considered one of the most highly advanced colleges in the world, right? I've seen Harvard students get asked certain questions, simple questions. Even the motherfucker that's got a GD will be able to answer. They couldn't even answer it. And they went to fucking Harvard. How the fuck you can't answer a simple question of what the fuck an X chromosome is and a Y chromosome is? That's a simple question. Can't even answer. They don't even know what the fuck, right? So that's just showing you that it's a higher principle of information that's being hidden from the public. A higher principle of information. Now you got to figure out, okay, how do I contact this information? You have to align yourself with the divine source, which is you. You have to come into contact with who you are. That's how you channel and activate that information. It's inside of you. Like I'm explaining, it's inside of you. They got you to go outside of yourself, but you really need to go inside of yourself. That's what you need to do. I don't give a fuck how much meditation you have to do. You have to do it. because you're not gonna know nothing if you don't go within. You gotta go within. You know, like people be thinking we bullshitting, but this shit is real. This shit is real life. The more you vibrate high, the more information will start coming to you because you coming back into your full self. Cause remember, we had to lower our vibrations to get back down here. We had to lower our frequency, right? Because the planet was already taken advantage of. So the high vibrational images that we had here was already gone. So that's why you lowered your frequency coming back down here, right? So you had to allow yourself to raise your vibration back up to its highest capacity. That's what you have to do. You have to get away from these false teachers. These teachers is not teaching you nothing, and they're never going to teach you anything because if you go into your class and you show them a video of if of somebody like me teaching something, they gonna say that we lying. Oh, don't listen to them. They're occult leaders. They're demons. That's exactly what they're gonna say. No bullshit. They gonna call us crazy. They gonna say we don't know what the fuck we talking about. We just making up some shit. And the reason why they saying that is because they don't want you listening to them because we speaking that real shit. So they like, oh, turn your phone off. Right? You can't have your phone in class. Well, no, you should have that motherfucker on listening. Because the more you watch the motherfuckers on your phone, you gonna be looking at the motherfuckers you just seeing in the room that ain't teach you the shit that you hearing on the phone. Like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me I could learn some shit on my phone rather than being in this fucking classroom? I might as well just get taught on the phone rather than being in this classroom. Shit, fuck what they talking about. They ain't teaching me nothing. Right? Because even if we get in to the science, they teach chemistry and all that. They teach you about the solids, liquids, and gases and the plasma. Well, let me tell you, all that shit is inside of you. You are made of solids, liquids, and gases. The body, remember, the body is a solid. Is the body is in a solid form, right? Then when you pee, what's pee really? Water. That's a liquid. Then when you shit, what? That's really what? Like a gas, right? Right. That's a gas. Then you have the plasma state. The plasma state is basically when you activate your chaotic energy. That's chaotic energy, right? That's when you learn how to manipulate energy and allow the atomic molecules inside of you to raise in vibration. That's how you activate the plasma state. All right, but all that shit is inside of you. They got you fucking with the chemicals, with the glass bottles, chemicals, with the goggles. That's bullshit. Y'all teaching these kids to study some shit that's inside of them. It's inside of the kids, but you got them doing some other bullshit, some shit that don't. You feel me? That don't mean shit. Nah, nigga, a scientist don't need to wear a lab coat, nigga. A real scientist is gonna look like a normal motherfucker person. They don't gotta wear no lab coat. Fuck, I need a lab coat for. I could be a regular motherfucker and teach you some real shit. And it be real motherfuckers on the internet teach you real science. No lab coats, no goggles, no hats, afros, unks, regular dressing. Teach you some real life shit. But then you take your ass in class, they got chemicals, got you like, what the fuck is this shit? God just told me that this shit is inside of me. Or God has just told me that this is inside of me. But you telling me it's I gotta mix some potions together. Like I'm about to make some shit. You on some what the fuck are we doing? You got me in here making volcanoes and shit. What the fuck I'm making a volcano for? What the fuck is that gonna do for me? Nigga, you think I'm about to try to become a scientist? Nigga, I'm black. You know how they don't, you feel me? We don't be thinking on that sense because we fail so low, you know? And then the fuck is you doing? I ain't trying to make no motherfucking volcanoes, nigga, and lamps and shit. What the fuck is you doing? You know, so you you being who you are, you being the real master, the real God of your own reality. You just have to tap into yourself. That's all you have to do. Tap into yourself. That's what you have to do. You are your own teacher. You are the only one that can teach yourself. Right? Because when you teaching yourself, you gonna know what's right or what's wrong because you teaching yourself. Now, as you being taught by strangers that you don't fucking know, and they teach you something, you gonna automatically assume that it's right because they are the teacher. But not every teacher is a teacher. That's what you have to understand as well. Not every teacher is a teacher. A real teacher is somebody that really teaches and really acts on their teachings, right? Because if I'm teaching you, I gotta show you something. I gotta put more on it. But a real teacher teaches theyself. See, a lot of teachers come in, oh, I know everything, so I'm about to teach. Hell no, that's not a teacher. You got to know yourself. You got to train yourself. You got to want to go to a higher state to where you can teach even more high vibratory things to raise the frequency of your people. That's a real life teacher. A real teacher is somebody that understands the concept of duality, good and bad. That's a real teacher. That's a real teacher. You feel me? And that could be you. You didn't went through things, you didn't experience things. You a real teacher. Now you just gotta find out your teachings. That's all you gotta do. Just discover your teachings. Cause every not every person down here teaches the same shit. A lot of people teach different things. All right. Now, if we get technical, it's all coming back to the same teaching, to enlighten our people and take the land back. But it's different categories of what certain people teach. Right? So inside of you have your own teachings that none of us have probably heard about. I probably never heard of it. So you gotta go within yourself and discover this shit so you can teach the people and so you can know for yourself. That's what you have to do. Right? Because they want you out here lost and not knowing shit. That's what they want you. That's what they want you to do. They want you lost and not knowing shit with their education though. That's the thing. You could be lost and not knowing shit with education. We see it every day. That's why when you be telling your people about this shit, they like I said, they just look at you like what the fuck? They don't know. It's like you teaching them a whole nother side of information, right? Because A lot, you know how certain niggas is. Certain black people, when they start learning something, they start getting cocky and big headed, to where they feel like they know everything and can't nobody tell them some shit that they ain't heard, right? But then when you come across a motherfucker that tell you something that you have never heard before, you were never taught, then that's gonna kill your whole motherfucking vibe. Cause now you know you got to get back to work. Now you got to learn a whole nother type of science. So now you have to erase the shit that you was taught your whole life. Now you got to get that out of your mind, cause it don't mean shit. See, and that's another reason why a lot of our people probably know that there's something about them that they can discover, but they don't want to because they don't want to erase what they were already taught. A lot of people don't want to get rid of what they were already taught. They just want to let that shit be what it is. They don't want to discover more. But that's something you have to do. That's natural. You have to want to discover more about you. It's way more about you. Real shit. These motherfuckers in school telling you that if you stand in the sun, you'll get cancer because of the radiation from the sun. Yeah, you will get cancer. They will get cancer. The inorganic beings, they get cancer because they're not designed to be in the sun. We are designed to be in the sun because we created the sun. Photosynthesis. Remember photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is basically when the radiation, when the frequency from the sun shines down onto the planet, and it activates the plant cells. We have plant cells inside of us. So this is why when we stand in the sun, we get activated. That's why so much information be coming through on the rim, because we getting activated by the sun. Right? But y'all in school telling these kids that the sun gonna kill your ass. Yes, it kills the inorganic. It don't kill the organic. We organic. It don't do shit to us. It does something to them. Right? So this is why your black ass be outside and sun, you be, oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Your ass go under a fucking shade, or your ass go sit in a gazebo. Right? Because you think that the sun gonna fuck with you. It's gonna carry it. It ain't gonna do nothing to you. You ain't never heard of a black person getting skin cancer? Never. But you have heard of a lot of white people getting it. A lot of them. That's why they be red than the motherfucker. Super red, cherry red. But we don't. All it does is activate us. Why the fuck ain't your school teaching you that? Why ain't they teaching these kids that? That they are the planet. That they are made of plant material, cosmic material, crystallized material. You know, why ain't they teaching these kids that? Why are they keeping shit like that hidden? We got inorganic beings trying to teach the organic beings who they are. How the fuck is that working? Fuck, is an inorganic motherfucker gonna teach me some shit? I'm the organic being, motherfucker. I should be teaching you, but I have to know myself to be able to teach you something. So I don't know myself, so now I have to let you teach me something. You see how that shit work? That's how they want to keep you. They want to keep you dumb than the motherfucker. And then we get our own people, man. Black people, they need to go back to college. They need to know something, because our people, we be making ourselves a little bit. No, it's nothing wrong with us, nigga. It's the system. We ain't making excuses. It's the system. They are the reason why we think the way we think. They are the reason why when we see the sun, we just think that's Jesus' creation. Jesus ain't real. You God. You created the sun. Fuck Jesus, he don't exist. You God. You see nature, you just think that's God's creation, but you created nature. You see the ocean, you think that's just God's creation, but you created the ocean. Remember I said you made of solids, liquids, and gases. Solid being the planet, liquid being the water, which you created, gas being the fire, which you created. So you are everything in one. You are the creator. Think about that. All the teachings is inside of you. Everything you need to know about the creation of life is inside of you. And they know this. So this is why they be having their little glasses on with their suits. They be teach you all this bullshit because they know what's inside of you already. They already know. We can't let these niggas wake up and see what they are. They can't wake the fuck up. Because if they wake up, it's over for us. They gonna wipe us off the planet. Shout out to the goddesses. I be seeing, on the YouTube, a lot of goddesses, practicing the voodoo with, what we all should be doing. They doing the voodoo. That scares them. Because, damn, they getting back in that shit. They learning about magic spells. Fuck. They don't want that. But that's our natural shit. That's what we should have been doing. That's what we should have been doing all along. That's what we was doing at one point in time. Before we were invaded. That's why they have made voodoo be the worst thing in the world, but voodoo is really our religion. Like other people say, it's our real religion. That's what we really do. Or we really was doing. We was really doing that. But we never used voodoo for bad reasons. It was for a lot of different reasons. You could use voodoo to heal yourself. If you're sick, you could use voodoo to heal yourself. You could use voodoo to receive money. Like you can do a lot with voodoo. It ain't nothing bad. A lot of motherfuckers get a hold to it and they use it for a bad intention, what they shouldn't fucking be doing. Cause now you playing with the spirit realm. Right? You can't go into something if you don't know what you getting yourself into. Right? So you got your own people that'll fuck with the voodoo and they casting spells on motherfuckers doing dumb shit. Why is you doing that? Nobody ain't did nothing to you. Why you casting spells on people for? I had a spell casting on me in 2021. I don't know why they did it, but it happened. All right. Certain people do discover the power in them, but they abuse it. They use it for bad intentions, which they shouldn't do that because in the end they gonna be the ones getting fucked up. Cause Mother Nature ain't gonna play with you. She'll wipe your ass off the planet if you playing around. I'm not gonna abuse my power and use it for a bad substance. I'm not gonna do that. But some people do. So also when you are discovering your own teachings and teaching yourself, be aware and be mindful of what you teach yourself and what you are discovering and learn how to use it. Don't abuse your power. Use it mindfully. You are the master, so you are the one that got to figure out how to use it correctly. Don't just use your shit all willy-nilly. Learn how to use it correctly. That's what you have to do. See the worst thing in the world for an oppressor is to know that they can't teach you nothing. Right? The worst thing for them that we can't teach this nigga nothing because he already know everything. We can't teach him nothing. We can't tell. He ain't gonna believe nothing because he know what's real and what ain't real. We can't do nothing to them. Yeah, all the other ones over there, we can tell them anything. They gonna believe it. They don't. You can't tell this nigga nothing. We got to get him the fuck up out of here. Why you think so many of your people have been X'd off the planet? Because they can't be told anything. Because they know everything. Right? That's why society has got them out of here, or they hide them. Excuse me. They probably ain't dead. They just got them up out of here. They hide them because they don't want the truth to get out. The truth is what they fear. They fear the truth. But like I said this before, once we know who we are, the planet will reveal their lie. Right? The planet will open up again and reveal the lies that they have kept. Right? These streets, these buildings, churches, all that shit gonna be wiped away, and the real so-called churches, the real kingdoms, the real palace will be revealed. Real nature will be revealed. Everything gonna be revealed. The animals, everything gonna be revealed to us once we know who we are and know our power. Right? But that's what will happen. That what will happen. Well, that's gonna happen. Whether if you like it or not, it's gonna happen. This is why a lot of shit is going on in the world right now. There's a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of shit. A lot of motherfuckers out here stealing like a motherfucker. Motherfuckers out here. I was on Twitter last night seeing all type of shit. Niggas out here putting their hands on the females. Just all niggas is doing crazy shit. Niggas is tripping. Lost their mind. Motherfuckers out here slapping motherfuckers just for no reason. Killing motherfuckers for no reason. Don't have a clue of what they are and what they are meant to be. But the teacher has made it that way. It's the first teacher. The first teacher is responsible for the outcome. Because you can't say, oh, well, I don't agree. Niggas just need to cut. How the fuck am I gonna know something if I don't know what's real or what ain't? You ain't. How am I gonna know? A lot of motherfuckers don't have the opportunity to just wake up and I know I'm here. No, a lot of motherfuckers don't have that opportunity. Some motherfuckers have a harder road to remember who they are again. So you can't say that motherfuckers just gonna no the hell no. You can't say that. You can't say that. And the reason why some of them not listening may not listen to us when we telling them is because, like I said, they don't know what to believe. They don't know. They're not used to hearing shit like this. Oh, you a god. Oh, you a goddess. You shit. Hey, nigga, you created the sun. Oh, you come from the cosmos. Oh, you. Woo, woo, woo. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? This weird ass nigga telling me why it's gonna sound weird to them because they're not used to it. That's the most saddest part about it. Cause it's like I'm telling you the most normalest shit you can hear, but you just can't really get it. So that's why you have to understand why certain people may not be able to perceive or be able to consume what you telling them because it don't really hit a nerve in them to what they have been told before. So you have to be aware of that as well. All right. um um So you have to learn, yourself, you have to learn who you are. You have to balance yourself out, understand duality, understand the difference between good and bad, then understand what's good and understand what's bad, because like I've told you before, not everything good is good, not everything bad is bad. So you have to understand the difference, and then you have to understand the difference of sometimes it's good to do something bad, right? And then there's sometimes you have to do something that's good, right? Because sometimes the universe, the cosmos may want you to do something that's considered bad to certain other people, but it ain't really bad at all. You feel me? So that's why I say you got to understand. You got to understand the universal law. You got to understand duality, right? You have to, you have to understand shit like that. Cause they had taught you that school is good, right? They tell you that going to school is good. Go to school, right? That's where everybody, hey man, stay your ass in school. Go to school, get a good job, or go to school, you're gonna become somebody, right? That was considered to be good, but now we see that as bad. You know what I'm saying? We told her that was good, but it's really bad, right? You got our people that get out of college and they go back to the hood selling drugs, and you believe that, oh, they're failures, they're losers. No, these motherfuckers don't want to work for nobody. They don't want to be slaves and shit. They thought they was gonna be successful. They went to college. They really studied, really stayed in classes and was paying attention, learning, did the whole shindig, and still nothing came in return. So now they like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna go back to knowing what I know. Period. And there ain't nothing wrong with that in a sense, because it's like, hey, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? But a lot of people wouldn't understand that, because they done been all docked up and pampered up with all that bullshit education. And they didn't succeeded because they some house niggas. They ain't probably sold out, did it, so they wouldn't understand it. Like, oh, they're just some niggas. Like, nah, you don't get it. You don't get it. You don't understand. All right, so you have to take yourself more seriously. Take yourself more seriously. Ask yourself why you do certain shit you do every day. You might be a motherfucker that like drawing. Shit, I've been drawing. Right, hold on. I've been drawing like a motherfucker lately. I ain't never been a drawing type of motherfucker. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Oh, oh yeah, boom, right here. I've been drawing like a motherfucker. You see that shit? I'm drawing some Egyptian shit. Got one of the gods. What's his name? Set. Right here, one of the Egyptian gods with the Ankh pyramid, the eye horse, all type of shit. I'm just drawing shit. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it for a reason. I don't know why. You feel me? Look at this shit. And I'm low key getting better with that shit too. With the whole drawing and shit. I'm getting better with that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it, but it's something to it. So why, something is telling me to do. I guess spirit telling me to do that. I don't know. Right? But you may be a drawer. You may be somebody that know how to draw. Certain shit like that, but you don't really think past it. You just, okay, I'm just an artist, but that may have something spiritual to it. You may have a gift to where you can draw out shit that may happen, that may manifest out into the world. You may have that ability. Right? And certain shit may start to manifest and you don't even think about, like, damn, why everything I'm drawing is starting to happen in the world? What the fuck going on? Right. You don't even know your power. You feel me? You gotta start realizing self, realizing who you are, man. That's what you gotta start realizing. Take yourself more seriously. All right? That's what you gotta do. Can't nobody teach you but you. You can only teach yourself because you know all the teachings. You know all the rules. You know everything there is to know. You know already know it. You don't need nobody else to tell you that. I don't go fuck what anybody say. Somebody be like, oh no, you need to go to school, nigga. Fuck school. That shit ain't gonna teach you nothing. I'm telling you. Cause you gonna continuously be telling yourself, oh, this is good for me, this is good for me, this is good for me. This is good for me, and you gonna have to come to a realization that it was never good at all. Their job is to make you forget. They want you to forget. I told you, everything around you is an altar. They found a way to cast you in. So the only way to cast yourself out is by not accepting their offerings. That's the only thing you can do. Stop accepting their offerings. They want to offer you some of that bullshit knowledge, but like, hell no, I don't want y'all information. Y'all shit is some bullshit. People always asking, man, why the fuck school never taught us how to manage money? Because they don't want you to make no money. That's why they don't teach you how to manage it, because they don't want you to make it. And fuck the money anyway, because it don't mean shit, but they definitely don't want you making it. They don't want us having anything. Because if we have something, then that's a resemblance of when we had the land. And they don't want anything near that resemblance of us having land. So you having money to them is damn near like having some land in a way. You feel me? And the only motherfuckers that even get a resemblance of that land is certain motherfuckers that sell out. Most of the people. You feel me? So you gotta understand that as well. Gotta understand that as well. Um, I would suggest you, like I said in my video last night, I was already telling you about how to activate your chakras and all that. And I was telling you to connect with your ancestors first before you start, dealing with your chakras, because once you start dealing with the ancestors, then you gonna learn how to deal with your chakras, because all your chakras will allow you to keep your relationship and your connection with the ancestors more stronger, because now you balancing energies out. You feel me? So uh I would advise you once again to do that. You gotta understand you are a multi-dimensional being, so you have certain states of dimensions inside of you. You can fall to the physical plane, then you could fall to an astral plane, then you could go up to an etheric plane, you could to the cosmic plane, you could go into different planes, different states of knowledge that's inside of you. You got to understand that. So you have to discover that. You have to understand that. You have to know who you are. Um, so teach yourself. You are your own teacher. Don't listen to nobody else. Don't even listen To people like me, like I said, I'm just here to inform you of who you are. I ain't nobody special. I ain't nobody else, look up to. Fuck, I don't care about shit like that. But I'm just here to inform you of what you can do to help yourself evolve on a conscious, more conscious level. So teach yourself, know who you are, study yourself. You are the only one that can help you. You are the only one that can teach you. You already know everything, so you just have to remember what you already know. So, that being said, this is Law Speech and Knowledge. Hopefully, you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure to take care of yourself. Uh, Always choose love over hate. Um, Tap in with yourself. Go within yourself. Uh, you stay safe out here. Like I said, it's a lot of shit going on in the world. You just do your very best not to pay attention to it, because a lot of shit going on out here, just some clown shit to try to get you sucking in. Don't pay no attention to it. Just keep on doing what you got to do for yourself, and keep ascending and seeing past the bullshit, because everything around you is bullshit, you know. And the things that ain't bullshit is your creation, right? But you have to be tapped in to know the difference between the bullshit and the shit that's real, right? Because you already know. So, that being said, this is Lost Peace of Knowledge. Y'all be safe out there. Peace to the gods, peace to the planet, and peace to the ancestors, most importantly. I love y'all. I mean that sincerely. And I'm out, man. Peace.